What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now in this one we're going to be reacting to a video from a channel that I watch all the time. As many videos as he wants to put out, I'll watch all of them. Laugh, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this channel. He talks about, he'll do pranks, he'll do chatting with certain people, whether it's a day trader or just a millionaire, or he'll talk about money as well, and just honestly is kind of everywhere with things. But a lot of the videos are still funny, and even being awkward in public, that's funny. But I watched some of his videos, and I think this is definitely an interesting topic, which it's people on Bitcoin. So he's going around, I don't know exactly where, but he's going around and talking to people about Bitcoin and what they think of it, especially since Bitcoin has reached ridiculous highs. So we're going to be watching this video. It's 9 minutes long. We're going to be reacting to it and seeing what people have to say about Bitcoin as a whole, or cryptocurrency as a whole. So let's go ahead and dive right into this video. Throw these headphones on.
I've bought some before. I lost a lot of money.
You think it'll keep going up over the next few months?
Oh, for sure.
I'm not buying in right now, I'll tell you that.
How come? Do you think it'll ever replace the dollar?
No, absolutely not, because there's nothing backing it up.
Bitcoin, it's up again. What do you guys think? Are you in? Do you believe in Bitcoin? Do you have FOMO? Let's ask some people real quick though. Raycon, thank you so much for...
So honestly, I do have FOMO. I'm going to skip past this ad. Honestly, I do have FOMO into, Bitcoin, because I was actually supposed to get into Bitcoin back in 2013. But I was a college student. I didn't have any money. And even while it was down to 15,000 more recently, which was like a year or 2 years ago, I still didn't invest into Bitcoin. I bought other things, but I didn't buy Bitcoin. So I'm not really the biggest fan of Bitcoin, but I understand cryptocurrency as a whole. So let's go ahead and skip past this ad. And yeah.
Thank you. Here's the video.
All right, what do you think about Bitcoin?
But Bitcoin is awesome.
Do you have
It's
any?
amazing. No.
Do you think
Sure
you think you'll buy any Bitcoin in the future?
Maybe.
She doesn't know what Bitcoin is. Come on.
Okay.
What? So she stopped there just to talk, and she doesn't know what Bitcoin is. So let me get her out of here. She's just agreeing to everything you're saying.
What do you think of Bitcoin?
Well, I think it's a commodity. It's another tradable asset, just like pork bellies or anything like that. But as far as using a currency, I think it's got a long way to go before it gets there.
That guy is clearly Southern. It's just like pork bellies. I don't mean to make fun of Southern accents, but it's just, I'm not making fun of it because I do love it. But yeah, it is just like that. It is a commodity.
Do you think it'll ever replace the dollar?
No, absolutely not.
What?
Because there's nothing backing it up. The only thing that backs up the U.S. dollar is the U.S. government. So they call it fiat currency and all that stuff, but it's still real because the government can print money. Supposedly there's only 21 million Bitcoins out there, and you're not going to have any more. But the price goes up and down so much. If you actually try to use it as currency, you're going to have to fix a price at a fixed time to be able to do a transaction.
See, that's not true. That's actually a common misconception, that people believe that you need a stable price in order to use it as a currency. Now, I don't believe Bitcoin will be the world currency. I obviously believe other things will be, or another thing will be, the world currency. But when it comes to the dollar, yes, it is backed by the U.S. government, and that's because they have an exact number of dollars that are in circulation in reserve. So what they would need to have is the exact number of Bitcoin that are in circulation in reserve. So all they would have to do is buy the certain amount of Bitcoin in order to do that. Obviously, it would cost a lot in order to do that now because Bitcoin's at such a high level. Bitcoin's going to be treated as gold, right? As a treated just like gold, and you're going to see that price skyrocket, move, fluctuate, and all those things there. I don't think it will become the world currency, but cryptocurrency can definitely become the world digital currency. I don't think the US dollar is going away, but I think it can become a world digital currency.
Then you got a barter transaction, you got IRS issues, you got all kinds of stuff to have to fill that out. But no, it'll never replace the US dollar.
So treat it like gold.
Treat it exactly like gold.
And you're never going to own any Bitcoin?
Nope. I own some stock that messes in Bitcoin because I just wanted to have a little touch to it, but no, I'm not going to buy it. Bitcoin now for 90-something thousand, and it may be a stupid decision because it may be $1 million in 2 years. I have no idea.
What's your number one stock pick if you could choose one?
Cullen Frost Bank shares in San Antonio.
Awesome. All right.
He should have said, he should have asked the question, does he own any gold? Because then if he owns gold and he doesn't own Bitcoin, then that's kind of like you're not, like, I don't know. You're just not looking at it the same way then, right? You're not believing in Bitcoin. You're just believing in what you have believed in before, which is gold, which is okay. The US dollar used to be backed by gold, but now it's not. So, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know very much about it other than the price is through the roof.
Right.
And years ago, I do remember one of the prognosticators of the stock market said, "You're a real dummy if you buy the thing." Jim something or another.
Yeah. Kramer. I think.
Kramer, that's
Right.
the guy, yeah. I remember that.
Right.
And sometimes I lament that I didn't buy some.
So do I.
And then sometimes I say, boy, I'm glad I didn't buy some.
Do you think it'll replace the dollar in the future?
Personally, I hope not.
No.
I really believe that the American dollar and cash is king. I really think that we as a nation should stay away from digital currencies completely.
What do you guys think?
That doesn't make sense because you need an easier way. Like right now with the cash system, just to kind of bore everybody, when you make a transaction for a business, you think it goes through instantaneous, but it's the middleman, it's the bank that's kind of saying, hey, we're taking the money out of your account and we're going to put it in their account. But it's going to take multiple days to do that. For Bitcoin, it at least takes, it could be 15 minutes, it could be a day, right? But it's less time than multiple days to where it's pending. But then also things like XRP, Ripple is, I'm a big fan of that because it happens instantaneously. You could have it happen within seconds and you could still have that middleman if you want to. It's just they have to believe in the digital side of it rather than just the physical side. I think cash will still be available and you can use it just like, we use it now, even though we have credit cards and debit cards in the digital side of that. But you're also going to have the digital currency, the world currency that communicates with other countries a lot better than the US dollar, which we have to then be over there to use.
Think of Bitcoin.
I don't know anything about it.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Do you know anyone that's into it?
No.
No.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't have an opinion. I know they're like virtual currencies. They're connected to prime numbers. They're very hard to mine. That's all I know. And you need
Certain
a
ones.
computational power to find new bitcoins.
Yeah, they're kind of bad for the environment, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because you need a lot of power and electricity for that, I guess. So they're bad for the environment as a concept.
Well, that's another issue with Bitcoin why I don't believe it's going to be the world currency is because of how bad it is when it comes to, power efficiency and, worrying about using too much energy consumption when you don't really have that with other cryptocurrencies. But it's not every cryptocurrency that's like that. It's just really Bitcoin and others that involve mining.
Do you think you'll ever buy Bitcoin in the future?
I might consider that, but not in the near future, I would say.
Is that marijuana?
Maybe. No, it's a cigarette. It's legal. It's just Italian tobacco.
Okay. You're from Italy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Aaron, what do you think of Bitcoin?
I think it's cool. I wish I knew more about it. I don't know too much about it.
All right, so you haven't bought any yet?
I've bought some before, and I lost a lot of money.
Really?
To me, I lost like 50 or 100 bucks.
Okay.
And I was like, oh shit. So I just sold it. I gave up pretty quickly.
What made you buy it in the first place?
All my friends were getting into it kind of, and I thought I would try to follow suit, but
Sounds like it's a drug or something. Like, I guess you can look at it the same way. Investing is the same way as like gambling, because some people will do it very short term and they'll look to get rich quick. But that sounds like everybody's story is to, put something somewhere, not understand it, and then start losing money and they panic, right? If that person would have just let it alone, and I know you probably need that money, it could be worth double, triple, quadruple, whatever. It depends what time that was when he was looking to invest into it. Because if I would have put $100 when I first was looking to get into it, when people were talking about just mining it, I could have had, probably hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars at that time, right? When I first was looking to buy into it, obviously there was a place to where you can easily purchase it. But at the time when I first heard about it, it was all about, some of my engineering friends, engineering majors and even graphics majors and everything. Anybody that dealt with computers, really, business majors as well. They were all into understanding mining it and literally getting tens of Bitcoin at those times. And I'm like, I would love to have 10.
Yeah.
Didn't work out too well for me.
Did you sell it because it was going down, or just because you need the money?
Kind of a little bit of both. I mean, it was going down, and I was like, I might as well just cut my losses and try to get some of my money back, you know?
Yeah. Do you think it'll replace the dollar in the future?
That'd be pretty cool. I think so.
Evan, what do you think about Bitcoin?
I've heard it's on the come up recently. It's not something I've ever bought, but crypto seems very interesting to me.
All right, so you might buy it in the future?
Oh yeah. Once I got more money.
Do you think it might replace the dollar in the future?
I can see it happening.
So how come you haven't bought any thus far?
I'm too young. I'm 20 and I'm not financially independent enough. But maybe a few years down the road, start investing in crypto.
Do you think it'll keep going up over the next few months?
Oh, for sure.
Say what?
You want to see it?
You want to be in our video real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Video.
I mean, Bitcoin, it's made a big move here recently.
Yeah.
I feel like he needed to edit that out. I feel like that was something that he didn't edit, but we all have had those mistakes. We didn't edit something.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
You guys have any
well.
FOMO about it?
FOMO? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I am not buying in right now, I'll tell you that.
How come?
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
100K, one Bitcoin, one
Then give him one reason.
house. I mean, it's kind of equivalent.
Yeah, in Detroit
Yeah.
you can buy a house for $100 grand.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
It's very
Do you
true.
think it'll replace the dollar in the future?
I mean, don't quote me on it, but some sort of cryptocurrency probably will turn over the world. Maybe Ripple, XRP, shout out.
Oh, do you own those?
A little bit.
Oh.
What? Why is he speaking like that? Speak confidently. So he actually mentioned what I just talked about, how XRP is going to take over as the world currency, because that makes more sense. But that's totally my opinion. Obviously, his opinion. I kind of like this guy now. No, I'm just playing. Either way, I mean, he's I don't know him at all, but still, I think Ripple is going to be, or XRP is going to be, the world currency. Ripple being the parent company, but cryptocurrency is going to be a lot more used in the future.
Oh, let's think about this, okay?
ADA, Cardano, hey.
The black market's worth billions of dollars each year, right?
Okay.
Bitcoin's untrackable.
Yeah.
Makes sense to own Bitcoin.
Right. So you own some?
No.
Okay. Well, why not?
Didn't buy in early enough.
So the black market makes this much per year, right? So it makes sense to own Bitcoin. So do you own it? No, I don't. So you don't make sense. I guess not. I don't know what the logic was behind that.
So you might buy some when it goes down?
No.
No.
No, I buy solid assets.
Man.
Okay.
That's fair.
What do you think of Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Do you have any?
No, I don't. I haven't been in a financial situation to be able to do that.
Right.
Yet.
Do you when you get money, are you going to buy some Bitcoin?
I might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it'll replace the dollar?
Maybe.
What's wrong with Bitcoin?
I don't know what the purpose of that was. I mean, I don't know.
It's cryptocurrency. It's great, but I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. It's because I'm a no coiner. I like physical assets, things I can touch.
Hell yeah, no. These are the opinions we want.
So does he have a bank account? You know what? I'm not going to argue with him. If he has a bank account, he doesn't physically touch that. You know who does physically touch it? Your bank. And you know what they do? They loan it out multiple times over. If you try to take your $100,000 out, you will get lectured into why you shouldn't take your $100,000 out, even though it's your money. But, not going to argue with him.
Yeah.
Well, how come? What's wrong with crypto?
There's several different markets to invest in. Some people love crypto, that's fine. Just like some people love starting a business, some people love owning property. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. If you want crypto, that's fine. I'm not against it. I think it's gonna take over. It's not going anywhere. There's a lot of fake coins. You know, like
That's true.
Gonna be the Taylor Swift coin and then the, you know, Johnny Walker coin. So it's just for me, you know.
Well, yeah, I agree. Those are kind of scammy, but you don't feel like Bitcoin will ever replace the dollar?
Eventually, yeah. I think it's social. Yeah, for sure. Why not? Why? Because digital currency, that cash, making cash is just a problem, right? The paper, the process.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. Obviously, printing, they continue to print more money. And one thing that you have with cryptocurrency is that you don't have the inflation, right? While they're inflating and you're going to have the dollar. It's not going to completely replace it. So the US dollar is just going to have inherently less value as long as if the Federal Reserve decides to own a bunch of, let's say, XRP as a reserve, and a lot of people are utilizing XRP now instead of the US dollar becomes a little bit less valuable, and it makes them hopefully not want to print as much of the US dollar, but they still will continue to print it and get us into further debt, just like they've been doing. And that's just something that always happens. It's not whether it's a Republican president, a Democratic president. It's about just the normal system of the US is to print money. But, we can maintain it, obviously, with all the businesses and the financial success and strength that it has. But you need something where you're not printing as much and creating that inflation yourself.
Don't you buy some Bitcoin? Aren't you scared of missing out?
A little bit. Because I got my own thing going, brother. Yeah, my kids are going to hate me, but they'll love me for the other work I do.
Cool.
And you're like, oh, well, Dad bought a bunch of apartments. We don't have much Bitcoin, but we got this going on. So,
yeah, that's true. All right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I respect that. I respect it a lot.
Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Please like the video.
All right. So what do I think of, this? Loth, I would love to do this. I would love to have the confidence to go out and ask people about cryptocurrency, but I kind of can't. I'm very introvert, so I don't really like talking to people, even though it seems like I may be cool with talking to people online. That's fine. I don't really see a face to the person until I do, and then that's we can talk as much as possible, get through as much as possible, but then I'm very, very introvert. That's just how I am. But I would love to be able to do this, and if I do it, know that it came from what this video was. But my thoughts on the entire situation is that Bitcoin is not going to replace the world currency. People don't know enough about Bitcoin, and I think eventually people will understand it a lot more, and they'll be saying the same thing about what investing into Amazon or Tesla or MicroStrategy or Nvidia or something, and saying I should have gotten in, right? It was worth 15,000 the last time I looked at it, and now it's worth 1,000 or sorry 15,000, 150,000, 1.5 million. It's worth a ridiculous level. I don't know why I went down when I said for 15,000 it's worth 5,000. What? It makes no sense. Anyways, I got to get off this thing. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. If you guys want more reactions, let me know. I know my reaction channel is not really, I haven't produced a lot of videos on it. So maybe if I am looking to react, I'll just continue to react on here. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't deserve a separate channel. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.